Rhoade, I'm treasurer of the 445 Foundation. This is my son Andrew. He is now the president of the 445 Foundation. This is Gail from Children's Miracle Network. And then we have Tyler Shyda. He's a miracle kid from Lebanon County, along with his buddy, little brother
Teddy.
And this is
my name is Jenny Shyda.
Hi, Jenny.
And we're here again for the proclamations to make the week going into this year's telethon is going to be held May 31st, June 1st. It's nice knowing that you're always there for us. Part of the thing that we want to do is raise the awareness for Lebanon City and County on how lucky we are to have Hershey Children's Hospital and the Children's Miracle Network in our backyard. Basically, if any of our kids ever need their services for whatever reason, they're there for us. And with the awareness that we can raise to watch the telethon, be greatly appreciated. For us, we've been doing this, and you've been there for us. I believe since like 1991. At that time, I worked at the Alcoa Lebanon plant, member of at that time we were the Aluminum Brick and Glass Workers. I took the executive board of the local union on a tour of the hospital. I had grown men that had tears in their eyes. And they said that the Children's Miracle Network was our charity forever for us and for the kids of the area. That 7 of us and my son formed the 445 Foundation. 445 is what our local was. And we've been doing the fundraising ever since 2003 to continue that. I cannot thank you all for your continued support for us and proclaiming the week as Miracle Kids Week in the city and the county. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Gail Shyda. I'm the Assistant Director for Children's Miracle Network, and I just want to thank you once again for being there and helping us to raise awareness for Children's Miracle Network. We're celebrating 30 years of being a Children's Miracle Network hospital this year, so it's a really special year for us, and so we thank you so much for recognizing the week before telethon as Miracle Child Week.
It's our honor.
Thank you.
After years of doing this, you can kind of lose sight of what it is that you're doing it for. And I definitely got a swift kick to remind me what it is that we're doing. Now it's kind of funny because Jenny and her brother Pat, I ended up going to high school with them. They both graduated directly before me. In the past 2 or 3 years, I've actually learned of 5 other people that I went to high school with that I didn't necessarily know that well in high school, but all have children that were touched by the Children's Miracle Network.
Now, how about our honoree this morning?
Yeah, so this is Tyler, and when Tyler was 4 years old, he actually got E. coli poisoning, but he had a particular strain which actually led to a complication called hemolytic uremic syndrome, which essentially meant his kidneys shut down. He got dialysis, his pancreas shut down, his lungs were collapsing. It did turn into a life-threatening complication, and I just want to say a huge thank you to the foundation, to the Children's Miracle Network, to the county, because next month we're celebrating May 7th. So we've obviously benefited tremendously from the network and the work that the foundation does.
Well, thank you, and it's a pleasure to see him here today, too. I'm sure that holding him in your arms is the best feeling in the world, especially right after
He's
Mother's
getting really
Day.
big, but I'm like, he's going with his lab. So big thank you.
Thank you.
I mean,
And the money that's raised here goes here.
the money stays here.
Every single check that we donate year to year goes directly to
Us.
Hershey Med.
It
So
goes
it
to us.
doesn't go to a national chapter, it doesn't go to a national account where they then divvy it back out. The money that's raised here goes directly to Hershey Medical Center, directly to the services that Tyler got, that my son Trevor got. That money is donated directly to our children.
Jamie, would you like to read the proclamation?
Sure.
Whereas the Children's Miracle Network Hospital at Penn State Hershey Medical Center is one of more than 170 affiliated Children's Miracle Network hospitals across the United States and Canada, which provide world-class care for every patient. Whereas 10,942 kids were seen at Hershey Medical Center during 2013, which is Central Pennsylvania's only children's hospital and the region's only pediatric trauma unit dedicated to the care of children from birth through adolescence. Whereas Lebanon County is one of 9 counties covered by CMN at Penn State Hershey Medical Center. And whereas the goal of Children's Hospital is to enhance the health and well-being of children and families through collaborative medical care, education, research, and community service. And whereas the Children's Miracle Network Telethon will televise its leading children's charity from the Hershey Medical Center on May 31st and June 1st, 2014. Now therefore, we, the Commissioners of Lebanon County, on behalf of all our citizens, do hereby proclaim the week of May 26th through June 1st, 2014 as Miracle Child Week in the County of Lebanon. Further, we ask the residents in our community to remember that with an ever-present need, it is all about the kids, and give support to the Children's Miracle Network in their efforts to help make miracles happen.
This proclamation's been read. Is there a motion to adopt it?
Also move. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Pose same sign. Motion carries.
There's also a proclamation very similar to that from the mayor of the city of Lebanon. She couldn't be here at the meeting today, but she sent the proclamation to be presented along with
That's very
counties.
nice.